Heavenly Father, we give thanks for the wonderful life that you've given us and the daily blessings that we receive. We give thanks for the opportunity to live in a free country where we can make our own decisions. We ask your blessings on this council, and we ask your guidance over the decisions that we make. We ask you to watch over our servicemen and women as they protect our freedom and our safety forces as they protect our city. For this we pray. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
Cheers on you.
His son is getting honored.
Roll call.
Johnson.
Here.
Kelly.
Here.
Morrow.
Here.
Cole. Here. Rabel.
Here.
Heffley.
Here.
Henry.
Here.
Johnson.
Cheers, boys. Yeah. Need approval of minutes of the April 7th, 2014 meeting. So moved. Motion second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Elections and appointments are none. Special orders and committee, I just make a remark that our special committee, the administrative code prohibited activities committee, will meet Wednesday or Monday, May 28th, after the public services committee. Okay? That's in April. Is that the right date? 28th?
Yes, April 28th is very good.
April 28th, after public services. Unfinished business, none. Petition and communications, none. Visitors, now's the time the visitors will speak from the podium. Seeing none, we'll move on to committee reports. Finance and budget, Mr. Crable.
Mr. President, Finance met this evening. We had 5 legislative requests. First item, appropriate $2,163.96 to the County Humane Society for previous contract executors with result of ordinance 88/2013. Second item, appropriate $2,600 net after a trade-in for a nice, beautiful conference table for the caucus room. Much appreciated. Third item, appropriate $29,071.78 to exchange our server for a new server, 7 years old, probably overdue by 2 or 3 years. So data network services. Fourth item, authorize disposal of 2 old dump trucks in the street department, 1990 Ford F800, 1998 International 530 diesel tandem. Those will both be disposed of over the course of this year. Fifth item, authorize disposal of excess fitness equipment in the fire department. Sold to the National Trail Fire Department for $400, waiving the bidding procedure. Under Alexander, any other items?
Nothing to add.
Kim Gill, that's it, thank you.
Thank you. Public services, Mr. Morrow.
Thank you, Mr. President. The next meeting of the Public Service Committee will be next Monday, April 28th at 5:30. Anything, John Geller?
Nothing there.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Public safety, Mr. Johnson.
Thank you, Mr. President. Public safety met on Monday, April 11th at 5:30 p.m. in Jim Police. Our March statistics calls for service are about 1,195. Of those, 138 were offense reports, 58 arrests, 25 accidents, and 97 citations. Overtime usage for the month of March was $10,122, with year-to-date total of $30,139.85. There were a total of 24 alarms, 2 residential, 22 commercial. Chief reported that the backup radios were installed in the comm center, a new server has been installed, and they're working on migration to the mobile LE is close to completion. There are no legislative requests. Under other, Chief reported that over 100 vehicles were vandalized in the village. They also reported that there's been an increase in theft due to shoplifting at Walmart. In 2011, there were 90 cases, 2012, 89, 2013, 13, there were 150. 2014, year-to-date, first quarter, there were 46, so almost a third of that, in the first quarter, so we worked that, there was supervised there. Let's report that the Patrolman Grocery has been on duty for at least 2 weeks due to an injury and will be returning to light duty for the next 2 weeks. With that, we moved on to 5:45 to 5, under March statistics. The fire runs, there are 35 with a year-to-date total of 149. EMS runs were 152 with a year-to-date total of 474. Transports were 81 for the month with a year-to-date total of 135. There are a total of 28 complaints given and 23 received. There was one legislative request to dispose of surplus weight equipment. And that was at the price of $400, and that was to go to company chief, is that one? National Trust. Perfect, thank you. Under, the monthly expense report, 2014 wages were $67,621.24, and the March overtime was $27,375.11. Under equipment, Tower 10.
And engine.
And engine 2. There's an injector pump that was under warranty. It cost $5,200, correct, Chief?
Yeah, I believe, so
Something like
two of them,
That's
one
right.
I think was 52, one was 56.
Trying to remember.
One was an injector pump, the other was a hydraulic, block that controlled the outriggers and such on the tower.
That was like, thank you, could remember that. Also under equipment, the command vehicle, had a bad bearing, repairs were made there. Tower 10, all the batteries are replaced, there's a total of 5 of those. Under personnel, Jones is being counted, toward commanding now. Spelman is to return, and Chief to have surgery on April 22nd, to get a knee replacement. For training, the airway class with Dr. Bear is on April 16th and 17th. Under all business, the new exercise equipment has been received. The SCPA's are coming shortly, should be delivered by June. And the LP15 monitors are coming from Nickel Health Systems, and they expect delivery in 2 weeks. Finally, the whole business, EMS software has been ordered. Under new business, we discussed the future levy. And under new business, we talked about the new 911 center problems that has moved in its new location, and currently still having some radio issues. With that, we adjourn at 6:47. Chief Hikins, do you have anything to add?
Nothing right now, that covers it, thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Chief Mason, do you have anything to add?
No, sir, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Streets and drainage, Mr. Becker.
Thank you, Mr. President. Streets and drainage met this evening at 5:30. Bob Geller, Street Superintendent, gave his report. First, item, legislative request disposal of 2, dump trucks. The one dump truck we will dispose of immediately, and the other one we will keep until, the new one comes in. Should be about September. Okayed the request and was sent on to finance. The second item, the Durapatcher work, is that we're doing work everywhere and doing it as best that they can. The roads were really bad from the past winter. Paving is needed in Box Run, River Oaks, Greenbrier, and Green, especially Green Valley Drive. Bob said that he will check the cost and how much we will have to spend. The third item on the agenda, Willow Ridge is near completion. AEP did the work. We took the materials in, had to go through a residential property and tore that up, and so we're at the place where when we get this graded and seeded, we will be done. The fourth item, the spraying for weeds, mowing, and cleanup that's taking place. They're starting up now, but our biggest concern will be to keep working on the streets to patch them as quick as we can. Under other items, Bob said he would like us to waive the second reading for funding of the State Route 79 median maintenance, and also with the passing of the three ordinance on the second reading, the street signs, replacing the street light pole, and replacing the controller at Andover and 30th Street. We will get these done as soon as possible. With nothing else to report, we adjourn at 5:52 p.m. Anything to add, Bob?
Nothing, thanks.
That's all, Mr. President, thank you.
Thank you. Community Development and Zoning, Mr. Henry.
Community Development and Zoning will meet on May at 5:30 p.m. Do you have anything to add, Mr. Gruff?
No, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Parks, Recreation, and Davis Shea, Mrs. Cole.
Thank you, Mr. President. Parks, Recreation, and Davis Shea met this evening at 5:54. First item on the agenda was cleaning, pool, and landscaping. Part-time staff have been hired, and they have started cleaning and landscaping process. We will be opening earlier this year on May 31st, so they need to get things ready by then. They're also working on upgrading a few computers. Item 2, pool staffing is completed. They'll be sending out the letters to those hired and starting training for new employees. Ann, Rhonda, and Mayor did the final review of those applicants. They're also advertising on the picket fences and electronic billboards. Prices for memberships go up May 1st. Number 3, testing for leak and activity pool. They're trying to fix the leak. A test revealed we're still losing a lot of water. They had to dig into the concrete to get a camera in to find the leak. Unsure at this point what the cost will be, but money will come out of capital improvements. Item 4, leak in roof, soffit, and drains are being fixed. The overhang that's used for picnics at the pool had a leak which rotted some of the wood. Should be less than $5,000 to repair. The money will come out of the pool budget, but they may need to come back later for additional funds if we have additional issues. Item 5, mowing and cleaning of the parks. That process has started, and Granville Christian Academy assisted with the cleanup on Tuesday of last week and would like to make this an annual event. Item 6, the fronds for the palm trees need replaced. They've been taking the branches out each year to protect them, but they're pretty well damaged. They're more than 10 years old. It'd be about $5,000 to replace all of them. So they'll be looking at either that option or the possibility of removing the palm trees altogether. A final decision has not been made. Item 7, under other items, was reported a motorist wiped out one of the railings on Irvingwick Drive, which is affecting the bike path. They're now getting complaints. They're going to pull the police report and provide that to the insurance company to get the money to repair that. Councilman Kelly shared with council a new map that he did for the bike paths. This will also be placed on our website. They're also looking at the maintenance of bike paths and issues that are developing. Councilman Henry brought up a complaint he received from a citizen about dogs in Geller Park, even though there's a no dog sign. And this is something that just needs to be reported to the police if it becomes an issue, because that's the only jurisdiction we would have. The mayor suggested looking into a way to be able to display the bike path maps at the parks that would protect the map. The mayor also reported he recently visited Rotary Park in Newark and was impressed with the outdoor workout equipment. Bob will go and check this out and see if there would be an opportunity for fundraising to add this to Geller Park. We adjourned at 6:32. Anything to add, Bob?
Nothing, thanks.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Planning Commission, Mr. Craig.
Planning Commission will meet, this Thursday, April 24th at 7 p.m. Mr. Groff, anything to add?
No, thank you.
Mayor Johns?
Nothing.
Before I move on to ordinances, committee report, youth and government, I just want to make sure that everyone gets their committee reports. Either get it into Lynn or myself, put it in my mailbox, like right in the front of it, so I have that. Again, youth and government is Thursday, May 8th, is when we train them, and then the actual daily tour and everything is Friday, May 9th. And I'll mention at this time that our guest speaker that day will be our newest chief, Chief Mason, has agreed to do the speech. He said he had like 2 or 3 hours, and we've cut down to about 10, 15 minutes. But I want to thank him for taking that responsibility of doing that. And I guess everything else will go like we normally go. Maybe we'll have kids in here next meeting. We have, someone might show up to see what we do here. So hopefully we'll have some 8th graders in attendance next meeting. With that, we'll move on to introduction of ordinances. Ordinance 21, 2014.
Ordinance 21, 2014, an ordinance authorizing the appropriation of $29,071.78 within the general fund and general administration services for data network services into 47 Drive, New Ohio, 43055, to purchase hardware, software, and install a new exchange server at City Hall.
Mr. President,
Mr. Craven.
motion to waive the second reading on 21, 2014.
Second. A motion to waive, second, roll call?
Johnson.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Cole. Yes. Rabel.
Yes.
Heffley.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Johnson. Sorry, I gotta do it again.
Motion to waive is approved.
You get 2 votes.
That's not a bill.
Johnson and Johnson. Mr. President.
Mr. Grable.
Motion to adopt ordinance 21, 2014.
Second.
A motion second to adopt. Any comments or discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Johnson.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Cole. Yes. Rabel.
Yes.
Heffley.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Okay. Ordinance 21, 2014 has been adopted.
Need you know vote.
It just with the lawbreakers here, doesn't mean we can. All right, ordinance 22, 2014.
Ordinance 22, 2014, and ordinance authorizing the appropriation of $8,700 within the general fund for park services for showcase lawn and landscape, provide 2014 State Route 79 median landscape maintenance.
Mr. President. Mr. Heffernan. I'd like to make a motion to waive the second reading of ordinance 22, 2014.
Second. A motion and a second to waive, roll call?
Johnson.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Cole.
Yes.
Rabel.
Yes.
Heffley.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Motion waived has been approved.
Mr. President.
Mr. Heffernan.
I'd like to make a motion that we adopt ordinance 22, 2014.
Second.
A motion and a second to adopt. Any comments or discussion?
Mr. President,
Mr. Mayor.
I apologize, I forgot to comment on the other ordinance that's just passed, but anyway, regarding ordinance 22, appreciate council waiving second reading on this and encourage its passage. This is allow us to get showcase on the job of making sure that the landscaping areas and the medians are looking as good as they can, and obviously we all know spring's here, things are starting to grow, including weeds, so we want to get that taken care of. Thank you.
Any other comments or discussion? Seeing none, roll call?
Johnson.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Cole.
Yes.
Rabel.
Yes.
Heffley.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Ordinance 22, 2014 has been adopted. Ordinance 23, 2014.
Ordinance 23, 2014, and ordinance authorizing the appropriation and transfer of $1,020.05 within the general fund to street fund. Also, the transfer of $1,020.05 within the street fund to street services. Resolve a wrong payment made to a wrong vendor, which was returned in budget year 2013.
Ordinance 23, 2014, be held to a second reading. Ordinance 24, 2014.
Ordinance 24, 2014, and ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into an agreement with ODOT to provide inspection services for city bridges.
Mr. President. Mr. Heffernan. I'd like to make a motion that we waive the second reading of ordinance 24, 2014.
Second.
A motion and a second to waive, roll call?
Johnson.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Cole.
Yes.
Rabel.
Yes.
Heffley.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Motion to waive has been approved.
Mr. President.
Mr. Hefley?
I'd like to make a motion that we adopt ordinance 24, 2014.
Second.
Motion and a second to adopt. Any comments or discussion?
Mr. President,
Mr. Mayor.
appreciate council waiving the second reading on this ordinance, though I must admit, I'm not quite sure why it's necessary. So John, could you please fill in my lack of memory on this ordinance as to why we're waiving second?
We should be hiring a bridge inspection service this time of year, and normally we do it with Joe Henderson. So in order to have time to inspect all the bridges, especially with the new method of doing it, we need additional time, so I would like to get it as soon as possible.
Okay. Thanks, John. Thanks, Mr.
Any other comments, discussion? Seeing none, roll call?
Johnson.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Cole.
Yes.
Rabel.
Yes.
Heffley.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Ordinance 24, 2014 has been adopted. Ordinance 25, 2014.
Ordinance 25, 2014, an ordinance amending ordinance 5192, establishing and authorizing the collection of a service fee for any checks made payable to the order of the city of Heath, Ohio, or returned unpaid.
Ordinance 25, 2014 will be held to second reading. Ordinance is on second reading. Ordinance 16, 2014.
Ordinance 16, 2014, an ordinance authorizing the appropriation of $30,000 within the capital improvement fund for the street signs and posts, the street department.
Mr. President,
Mr. Heath.
I'd like to make a motion that we adopt ordinance 16, 2014.
A motion and second to adopt. Any comments or discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Johnson?
Yes.
Kelly?
Yes.
Morrow?
Yes.
Cole?
Yes.
Crable?
Yes.
Heffley?
Yes.
Henry?
Yes.
Ordinance 16, 2014 has been adopted. Ordinance 17, 2014.
Ordinance 17, 2014, an ordinance authorizing the appropriation of $15,000 within the capital improvement fund for replacement of street light pole, foundation, wiring, and installation.
Mr. President. Mr. Heath.
I'd like to make a motion that we adopt ordinance 17, 2014.
Second.
Motion and second to adopt. Any comments or discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Johnson?
Yes.
Kelly?
Yes.
Morrow?
Yes.
Cole?
Yes.
Crable?
Yes.
Heffley?
Yes.
Henry?
Yes.
Ordinance 17, 2014 has been adopted. Ordinance 18, 2014.
Ordinance 18, 2014, an ordinance authorizing the appropriation of $10,000 within the capital improvement fund for replacement of controller and installation at Andover 30th Street.
Mr. President. Mr. Heath.
I'd like to make a motion that we adopt ordinance 18, 2014.
Second.
A motion and second to adopt. Any comments or discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Johnson?
Yes.
Kelly?
Yes.
Morrow?
Yes.
Cole?
Yes.
Crable?
Yes.
Heffley?
Yes.
Henry?
Yes.
Ordinance 18, 2014 has been adopted. Ordinance 19, 2014.
Ordinance 19, 2014, an ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to execute an economic development agreement with Rural Licking County according to the attached proposal submitted.
Mr. President,
Mr. Henry.
I make a motion that we adopt ordinance 19, 2014.
Second.
A motion and second to adopt. Any comments or discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Johnson?
Yes.
Kelly?
Yes.
Morrow?
Yes.
Cole?
Yes.
Crable?
Yes.
Heffley?
Yes.
Henry?
Yes.
Ordinance 19, 2014 has been adopted. Resolutions on first reading, there are none. Resolution second reading, there are none. And as soon as the mayor gets done signing his autograph for the 18th million times this week, I'll call on him for reports of city officials. Mayor Jones.
Thank you, Mr. President. Welcome to the visitors. Had the great pleasure on Friday afternoon of swearing in Chief Mason as the Heath Police Department's 10th chief since the creation of the department a little more than 50 years ago. And Chief Mason, it was a pleasure getting to meet your family and looking forward to working with you in that capacity. I also, if you're interested, your phone updated me that although Pittsburgh outshot Columbus 16-7 in the first period, the Blue Jackets are up 2-0 after 1. That's all I have, Mr. President. Thank you.
Thank you. Alderman Alexander.
Thank you, Mr. President. Yes, I've got a couple things tonight. One was I wanted to thank you for that bike path map that you worked on and presented. That really was excellent and just really nice work. Secondly, in light of an employee anniversary, like to recognize Debbie Whitefield. Figure out how many years, but it is 24 years, and Debbie is a one-person HR department. Most HR departments have more than one person in them, and Debbie does great work. Lastly, I too want to welcome Chief Mason. I like the sound of those two words together. I think they're very fitting, and I know you're going to do a great job. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Law Director Morrison called me today, and his son is going to be graduating from Ohio State, and they were having a honors banquet award program. I probably won't say the right words to it, but anyway, he wanted to go over that, and I said, yes, go. You don't need my permission to go. So I said, that's where he's at tonight. So, but I didn't know we were going to vote eight times and everything on the ordinance, so maybe, so
That's a super good name.
So that's where he's at tonight. Starting with teaching. Yeah, teaching. We'll go everything. Let's start with Mrs. Coleman.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just want to welcome everyone, and a special welcome to Chief Mason to his first official meeting. That's all I have, Mr. President.
Mr. Henry.
I too would like to congratulate Chief Mason, and I know you'll do a good job. And Tim, thank you for the map. I thought that was excellent. That's it.
Mr. Krieger.
Welcome, everyone. Great detail on that map. I can't wait to get a copy of that. Please give me a copy. I love that. Congratulations, Chief Mason. I only hope that we have you longer than we have you. Thank you.
Mr. Johnson.
Thank you, Mr. President. Chief Mason, congratulations. I think that was a great choice. Tim, I too want to recognize you on that. I didn't know everybody else was going to do that too, but I thought it was pretty cool you went out of your way to do that. That's pretty nice.
Mr. Moore.
Oh, yes, no, wait a minute, where did that at?
How about the second Johnson?
I'm waiting for that.
Go back around. That's like blazing saddles. Mr. Moore.
Welcome to the visitors, and congratulations, Chief Mason. It's nice to be back. It's nice on the weather. And I'd like to thank all the department's heads that kept all everything in the house in good shape. Police, fire, water, sewer, and I really appreciate it. Nothing else.
Thank you. Mr. Traffic.
Thank you, Mr. President. I too would like to congratulate Chief Mason and just doing a great job. And to Chief Huggins, I'd like to just say, hey, I know it's going to be great to get that new knee in. Say the best for you. Also like to welcome Nick and everyone that's here. And also, last but not least, I'd like to say congratulations to the wife. Today's our anniversary, 54 years. I don't know how she put up with it. Yes, it's probably so. Thank you, Mr. President, that's all.
Thank you. Glenn, anything to say? Start down below. Let's start with Chief Mason.
I'd just like to add that the mayor and I conducted interviews last week, and Patrolman Michael Banks has been selected to be the next sergeant at the Heath Police Department. His promotion will become effective as soon as we have hired and trained his replacement. But congratulations to Mike, and also to Patrolman Peterson, who also continued to look the next job.
Thank you. Chief Evans.
I have nothing, thank you.
the efforts of the Heath County Chamber of Commerce to assist us with economic development. And that's a fantastic situation for the city to be in. Mayor, I think you did a great job. Congratulations on your being successful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's see, John Gowen.
Nothing today, thank you.
Bob Gowen. Nothing. I just want to welcome Chief Mason again, and since you're the 10th chief, you have to stay 10 years. Let's see, going on new business, none, reading the bids, none, miscellaneous, none.
Motion for adjournment.
Motion adjournment, second, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. We are adjourned. Thank you. I wasn't prepared for that.
Sure, the dragon is clean.
See you later. Bye-bye. See ya.